kesi yake Ezekiel imekuwa linked na ya Mackenzie. Na ya Mackenzie unajisikia ni mili kule Shakahola. So when they come here wanatafuta nini? Mili. Welcome back again and this is Bob Shakwila Show. Tuko hapa and guys, we've been following up this story. All of you have heard and have seen of what happened to the televangelist Ezekiel Odero. And guys, you remember it was a few days ago the court allowed a team to go and inspect the residence of Pastor Ezekiel. And guys, even the Nairobi city lawyer Dansan Omari, the famous one ambaye tumemwongelea pia kwa video iliyopita, alipewa nafasi aende pale ashuhudie, the lawyers of Ezekiel Odero kushuhudia the inspection ya nani? Ya yule ambaye their client ambaye ni Ezekiel Odero. So Nairobi city lawyer Dansan Omari, who is part of the legal counsel for the New Life Church, General Overseer Pastor Ezekiel Odero, May 2nd revealed the outcome of such operations conducted. Ametuambia nini kilifanyika. I would like to read for you this, wala ambao mtanisikiza. So, speaking to the press, Omari stated that a team of officers from the DCI, accompanied by journalists, descended on the Mackenzie complex in search of evidence that would link to the Ezekiel criminal acts. Now, the lawyer added that the 7-hour search operation led to combing every inch and corner of the 300-acre multi-billion complex. Kila mahali, kila kitu. Ndio wale pia ambao wamekuwa kiposti wakisema ABCD, Ezekiel amezika nani, amefanya nini, yale yote yaweze kuletwa kwa uwazi. So, we went, quoting maneno yake lawyer wake nani? Pastor Ezekiel Odero. We went to Pastor Ezekiel's 300 acres complex with a team of investigators and journalists who were looking for evidence that would link him to any criminal acts. They spent more than 7 hours, masaa 7, looking for graves that might be dug within the compound, but there was none, Omari stated. When DCI officers failed to locate the graves within the compound, they turned their attentions to other properties developed on the land. The investigators seemed interested in getting bodies either kept or concealed from the general public eye within and without the complex. They then began looking for places where bodies could have been kept. Tunatafuta mahali ambapo mili ziko. Hii ni kwa sababu kesi yake Ezekiel imekuwa linked na ya Mackenzie. Na ya Mackenzie unajisikia ni mili kule Shakahola. So when they come here wanatafuta nini? Mili. So tuendelee na maneno yake nani? Lawyer Dansan Omari. So the investigators went everywhere looking for a morgue within the complex, but there was none. He added. After another fail, Omari claimed that the investigators did not give up. Hawakuchoka, but pressed on to establish the identity and role that each building play within the prayer center. Wanaangalia kila jumba. Wameshindwa, wametafuta kila jumba, watafuta mahali ambapo mili ziko, wanatafuta mochari, Ezekiel ana mochari. Sasa hizo wameenda kuangalia role ya kila chumba. So the city lawyer explained that Pastor Ezekiel had built a number of properties that provided homage to hundreds of people who visited the complex in a day. Amejenga vyumba ambavyo vina accommodate, vinashikilia wale wageni wake ambao wanakuja kila siku. Manake ni prayer center ambayo iko katika TV na ina mvuto mkubwa sana. Now you expect, tunatarajia atapata wageni wengi kwa siku, ndiposa amejenga hivyo vyumba. So he noted that DCI investigators were interested in knowing what was contained within the building and the details of the people living there. The investigators also searched a possibility that the complex could have been hosting a hospital, but they arrived at the conclusion that there was no hospital within the compound. Hakukuwa na hospitali hata moja. Both journalists and investigators found no evidence. Hata watangazaji walipewa fursa waende pale. Yeah. But journalists and investigators found no evidence that could link Pastor Ezekiel to any crime, leave alone Shakahola massacre. Ani hakuna kile kitu ambacho kimepatikana hadi wa leo ambacho kinaweza husishwa na chochote kile cha Shakahola. Hata chochote, kando na Shakahola hata chochote. So, Omari anasema hivyo. So, Omari therefore expressed confidence that it was a matter of time before Pastor Ezekiel gained his freedom. So, ametuhakikishia kwamba ni muda tu Pastor Ezekiel atapata nini? Atapata uhuru wake. Kama vile nimekuwa nikihubiri katika video zilizokuwa pale nyuma. Since he did not commit any crime, hana hukumu yoyote. So, I listened to Pastor Ezekiel for more than 7 hours when I was with a team of lawyers, including Shadrach Wambui, Jared Magolo, and Cliff Ombeta. I came to the conclusion the man had done nothing wrong. Pastor Ezekiel is being fought because he had been receiving a lot of money in terms of offerings which he used to build primary schools, secondary schools, and university. Jizi mmesikia Cliff Ombeta wakiwa pale wakisema, pale nyuma ukihesabu miaka pale nyuma hakujakuwa na development ambayo iko pale saa hizi. Huyu ni nabii ambaye anapata pesa lakini hatumii kwake peke yake, inafaidi pia jamii. Ndiposa community mmeona iki protest pale Shanzu, inasema huyu ni mwenzetu anatusaidia. So on the question of suspected cult leader Paul Mackenzie accused of aiding the death of more than 100 followers, Omari stated that his client barely knew the Shakahola based preacher. Hakumjua. Ezekiel hakumjua Mackenzie. So Pastor Ezekiel only met Mackenzie on 2 occasions. The first one when he wanted to purchase his TV station. The second meeting took place when he was giving out the money. Akitaka kununua na akipeana pesa ya nini? Ya kununua. So the DCI are yet to issue a statement on Omari's claim, nor speak on such at Pastor Ezekiel's home. Mjua kwamba haya si maneno ya DCI, ni maneno ambayo ya lawyer ambaye alikuwa na DCI kule kwa Ezekiel. So, lawyer George Oriaro, while speaking to Kenyans.co.ke, you know that, my people, however, questioned why Omari had to appear to speak on behalf of the DCI, as it could be considered contempt of court. Huyu anapinga ya kwamba haikufaa Omari aongee kabla ya DCI haijaongea. Oriaro anasema ya kwamba anyone can comment on a case, not its merit. Si mazao yake. Anaweza tu, hata mimi naweza sema tu hii case inafaa kwa hivi, but mazao yake kusema hivi huyu si mshukiwa haifai. So first of all, it can be contempt. Contempt ni makosa. The DCI forwards its file to the office of the DPP, kama ile ya DJ Fatso. Simona DCI walitoa wakapeleka wapi? Kwa DPP. So who decides whether to charge or not and what the charges should be? The prosecutor presents the ODPP's case in court. As such, DCI cannot claim injuries by the comments, Odiaro explained. However, the lawyer warned that comments on the merit of the case would amount to a contempt of the court. Omari can be said to be giving a briefing of the purported search, and while that briefing may be permissible, it does not pass off as the official position of the DCI, as Omari doesn't speak for DCI, but he is in no contempt. So Oriaro anasema vile. So it refers to the substance of the case, of the actual facts and evidence that support each party's position. So the merit of the case, matokeo ama mazao ya kesi yanaweza kujulikana ama it's being determined by variety of the factors, including the quality, the reliability of the evidence presented, the strength of the legal arguments made by each side, and the applicable law in each case. So in general, kwa ujumla, a case with strong legal arguments and solid evidence is said to have greater merit than a case with weak and unsupported arguments and evidence. So the merit of the case is important because it often determines the outcome of the case. If a case has strong merit, it is more likely to be successful in court, while a case with weak merit is more likely to be unsuccessful. Weak merit na strong merit. But ultimately, the judge will consider the merit of each side's arguments and evidence in making their decision. So tunaambiwa kwamba, yes, inaweza kuwa iko vile, lakini ile argument ya lawyers ikikuwa strong ya kwamba Ezekiel hana makosa yoyote, basi kesi itaamuliwa, Ezekiel aekwe huru, aachiliwe huru. Lakini ukipata arguments za lawyers zinaendana hivi na hivi, ni kama alikuwa na makosa nini, the arguments ni mingi, they are strong against Ezekiel, utapata kwamba anaambiwa nini, aende ndani ama atoe fine ya kitita fulani cha pesa. Ndiposa tunasema endeleeni kubakia hapa katika Bob Shakwila Show. Hadi wakati mwingine, subscribe if you haven't. Bye bye.